There are no computers and almost no digital technology in my life when growing up. One exception though was this game called Einstein. We got it at the very end of the 1970s, and it was modelled on the Simon games, which I think were the original and more expensive. It was a memory game. It would throw you a combination of lights and sounds, and you had to remember that and replicate it by pressing the right buttons in the right combinations. If you got it right, you were rewarded with a progressively harder sequence. If you got it wrong, you were scolded with a nasty buzz, and you had to start the game all over again. At this time, my interest in electronics was growing, and I would pull apart almost anything I could get my hands onto. That included, much to my mum's chagrin, the Einstein game. I don't think I was ever forgiven. Nearly 40 years later, I was browsing eBay and saw an Einstein game. In its original package, the seller did report a fault. It was somewhat intermittent. Possibly against my better judgment, I pressed buy it now, taking a gamble, hoping that I would be able to fix it. As you can see, it's in very good condition for its age. To operate, you turn it on, press start game, and then it would give you a sequence of combinations. You could select your level of difficulty, with 4 steps provided. Underneath a speaker and 2 battery compartments for 2 C-size batteries each. It was made in Hong Kong. That's well before China emerged as a power in electronic manufacturing. Inside, it's very simple. I suspect the logic would be TTL. The 5 volts that requires is not much less than the 6 volts provided by the batteries. The lights are 4 screw-in light bulbs. I think it's miniature Edison screw. The switches for the buttons, well, they're not proper switches. They're just bits of springy metal that press onto eyelets. These eyelets are actually also switch contacts. There are push button switches that are formed by some springy brass on the top. Then there's a 4-position slide switch for the complexity. The main smarts in the game are provided by this multi-legged IC. You should be able to read what it is. Doesn't mean anything to me. Another smaller IC here. It's amazing, there's only 2 capacitors in the whole game, and not many more resistors. 4 of those resistors are 4.7 ohm, which I think are voltage dropper resistors for the light bulbs. There seems to be 1 for each bulb. The fault with this game was that it would turn on okay, but it was intermittent. It would normally only play 2 or 3 bits of the sequence, and then it wouldn't go any further. The lights were also dim. I used a piece of sandpaper and a thin file to polish the contacts on the various switches. That is here, and then for each of the 4 buttons. That didn't have any effect. Next thing I did was I got out the multimeter with the unit turned off and measured the value of these various resistors. Everything seemed to be okay. Next I saw an electrolytic capacitor. It's likely to be 40 years old, possibly leaky, so I replaced it anyway. As you'll see when I turn the board over, the construction is very sparse. There's certainly no need to miniaturize, and it was very easy to make that substitution. The connections look pretty good, but I touched up a few of them with the soldering iron in case there is an intermittent. One thing that you'll notice is that there's only 2 wires from the circuit board. That is the 2 going to the speaker. The power has to come through here from the battery holder. I looked at these connections from the battery holder and realised that they were dull. So I got out the sandpaper, gave it a polish, and screwed the board back on again. And that was how I fixed it. All it was either a bad electrolytic capacitor, or more likely, the power connections were intermittent. They just needed a bit of sanding, and the screws tightened up, and the game works fine. This has been a quick, successful and satisfying project. I won't keep it though. Instead, it will be a present to the very person who, nearly 40 years ago, was so upset that I pulled apart the original Einstein that we had.